Hello, agents. So today I will be going over one of the easiest ways to make passive income as a realtor. And I'll kind of go over three quick steps, kind of how I did it, how I've seen other agents in the company and business do it. And yeah, so basically we'll kind of get right into it. And I'll break it down, like I said, into the three steps. So for the first step, the easiest way to make passive income as a realtor is not having rentals, is not starting a team, is not starting your own brokerage. All that it is the first step is finding a brokerage that has revenue share. So nowadays, there's a couple brokerage out there that do revenue share. They're not like your brick and mortar businesses where they have to pay desk fees, office fees. They're paying for printer, ink, and paper everywhere. So a lot of their money is saved with these cloud brokerages that do offer revenue share. And basically, how most of them work is they give a percentage of their revenue back to their agents, some 50%, some less. At Epic Realty, it's 50%. But basically, that is the first step. So the first step is finding a brokerage that pays revenue share. It's pretty simple. There's a lot out there now. I can think of at least four right off the top of my head. And that is the first step, finding a brokerage that pays revenue share. So second main thing you need to focus on is becoming a producing agent, which I'm assuming a lot of agents that are looking for passive income in the industry are already established agents. So the second main tip is becoming an established agent that people would like to work with. You have a good rapport with everyone. You're not a sassy agent, you're not a crabby agent, you're not an agent that's too smart for their own good, that thinks all the other agents are complete idiots and are not good enough or up to par, let's say. So first step, find a brokerage, pays revenue share. Second step is build a brand and your business. So you don't have to be the best or have the biggest brand or be the best negotiating real estate agent. You just have to be someone that people want to work with, someone that people like, someone that knows how to do their job, and someone that knows how to deliver. And if you can do those four things, you will do good in the business as long as you're always prospecting. So like I said, first step, find a brokerage that pays for revenue share. Second step, build a brand of your business that people would want to work with and would want to emulate. So third step is so once you do have that brand built, you'll have agents that either want to work with you or would consider working with you if you gave them the right opportunity. So that would be, so the third step is bringing agents in to work with you. So with that revenue share, you can have your friends in the industry, your friends, you have a great opportunity. I mean, I personally think any cloud brokerage is better than a brick and mortar brokerage. Keller Williams, Remax, Century 21, well, the list goes on and on. I think they'll slowly kind of get phased out of the industry just because they don't offer their agents as much ways to make money, and they still have desk fees and other things such and such. So find a broker that pays revenue share. 2, build a brand that people would want to be a part of or would want to work with you. Just be a good agent and a good person. Really, that's all that it takes there. And 3 is bringing agents into this brokerage. So basically bringing them into the brokerage, introducing them to the model, introducing them to your office, bringing them around, just kind of chit-chatting, even having lunch with them, kind of show them a little bit about what your brokerage is about. And maybe it takes time. It does. It takes time for people to, I mean, some people it'll take 5 years to make a switch. Some people see something, they're like, bing, 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 light bulb, let's join. So it really does take time, and it's basically, it's not only bringing people in to your brokerage, it's also mentoring people, coaching them. You help them. Basically, when you're at a certain level of business and someone's trying to get there, you can coach them up to basically exactly what you did. And maybe they're not fit for exactly what you did, but you have enough knowledge that you can point them in other directions to get business, or point them in other directions to reach the level that they're trying to reach. And so basically, this is the most time consuming, other than maybe building a brand. Building a brand, if you're a good person and you're a good agent and you're always prospecting, you're gonna have a good brand. It's not super hard to be a nice person. And every day you'll find a realtor that is, when you're in the industry, that either a coworker or someone else that you're doing a deal with, that's maybe not as pleasant. And most people don't want to work with someone who's not as pleasant. So that's the biggest thing about step two. Step one, you can find a cloud brokerage basically anywhere. Like I said, I can name 4 right off the top of my head. And basically, it's just they're giving you a percentage of what the company makes per closing of the split that the agents have with the company. Then the third step, like I said, was bringing people into the company and also mentoring. Basically, and I think that's the easiest part, is mentoring. I mean, it's the most fun out of everything. Building a brand takes time, sweat, energy, blood, tears, everything. Finding the brokerage is pretty easy, but really mentoring someone and kind of helping them reach their goals is really the most fulfilling, and I personally think is, well, I guess I wouldn't say the easiest, but is the most fun and fulfilling, because watching people or making people happy is even just a great thing. So that alone. And the reason why I say this is the easiest route for passive income for realtors is because with rentals, I mean, you could have a house rents out at $2,500. You put, let's say, 10 grand worth of work in. You bought it for $250. You put 10 grand worth of work in. And let's say you have someone rent there for a year, and then they completely destroy the place. Plumbing, they had a leak, didn't even ever do anything about it. They got to rip up the subfloor because their refrigerator ice maker started leaking, and they didn't do anything about it. That alone is costing you money, where when you're bringing someone into a company and you're helping them grow, at a certain point, they'll become just like you, or like wanting to bring more people into the company, have an established business. And at that point, you're basically just coaching, kind of doing weekly calls, checking in with them, having your systems in place for them to use. And basically that's how it works. So at that point, then it'd be a lot more hands off and basically, yeah, like passive income, like I was saying. So that's basically it for today. That's why it is one of the easiest ways for passive income as a realtor, and also why it is more effective even than investing in a real estate, just because at that point you're going through screenings, you have multiple tenants, basically they could lose you money, you could have something happen to the house. It's just way more stressful than something like coaching someone into a producing agent, or even coaching a producing agent into how to bring people into the company. And that's why it is the easiest form of passive income for realtors. So that is basically all for the video today. If you'd like to learn more about the brokerage that I'm at, that is also cloud-based revenue share, reach out. I'll have my Calendly in the comments, and I also have a Epic Realty Explained every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. So yeah, get to dialing.